Good Saturday morning. How the heck's everybody doing? And welcome to another exciting edition of Not Timmy 66. Self-fundraising for the new business. Let's get it. Alright guys, and just like that, before you can say hop skippity, not that anybody I know would ever say hop skippity besides me, we got our first order run of the day. It's not a huge one, but it'll break the ice. $7.49 to go 5 miles. It's over $1 a mile. I'm going to take it. And I'm going up to this La Hechirza Tortas restaurant and pick up some food and get my delivery game going here for today, getting started. Just so you guys know, I'm down $44 if you consider what we spent last night, plus $20 in gas. So we'll see what we can do today to start boosting that back up. I did have some money left over in my wallet. Not much, I'm $15, so I'm not starting from zero, which is good, which is really good. But anyway, guys, that's not what we came here to talk about. Yes, it is. What did we come here to talk about anyway? I had a whole game plan laid out for this video. I think I'm slipping. And also, in case you guys haven't noticed, what I've decided to do is hit Uber, DoorDash, and Grubhub super freaking hard to make as much money as possible to afford the equipment that I'm looking to get. And the restaurant's right over here, guys. Sorry if I sound a little spacey. I'm trying to find this. There it is. It's a newer restaurant. I mean, I think I've been by here before. I may have actually even eaten here at one time, but it's been a while. So it took me a minute to focus on what I was doing. But anyway, so that's the game plan, is to save up to get some stuff. And I'm going to run in here and grab this food. When I get back out, we're going to talk some basic numbers and what my starting setup, I believe, is going to look like. So let me go grab this food and I'll be right back. All right. Whew. Sorry, guys. That may not only seem like a second for you, but that took a little time for me. All right, we're going to go get this delivered. 5.4 miles. And we're going to talk some numbers, man. Let me get on the road. All right, while we are rolling to this customer's location, which is a business, and it says waiting car. I hate waiting cars, man, because then people just walk right up to your window. It just, I don't know, it bugs me. I'm like, I keep the food in the back, guys, so, you know, back, give me some space. I don't like that. I digress. Anyway, let's talk numbers. So, okay, so realistically, to get started, I've got a self-propelled Honda mower, which is a good mower. Obviously gas, right? Don't have to worry about that. Check. So got a lawnmower. The next thing I'm going to need to get started is a string trimmer, an edger, and a blower. So I was discussing this with my nephew, who I've mentioned before. John, shout out to you if you ever watch my videos. John's my nephew. He works for him, pretty much runs a small business repair shop, and they work on a lot of lawnmowers and I think some SUV, not SUVs, but 4x4s and stuff like that. They do a lot of small engine stuff. Anyway, shout out to John, because John's going to help me out. John's going to hook me up. They do a lot of business with lawnmower companies and also just, you know, personal lawnmower stuff. So they get a lot of stuff in and out of their shop, and he's really, really knowledgeable and really good at working on this stuff. So anyway, I was discussing this with him yesterday, and I was telling him what I need, and I listed everything off to him, and he's like, well, okay, let's take the blower to start out with. That's how the conversation started. He said, well, I don't really have any blowers in the shop right now. He goes, but if you go to a pawn shop and price one out, a good gas held blower, go ahead and buy it. Just buy it secondhand at the pawn shop. And he said, if there's anything wrong with it, I'll work on it and I'll fix it. So ding, there's number one. What that's going to cost me, I'm probably looking at, I don't know, pawn shop prices, maybe $150 or so. So there's that. Then you consider the edger, and I'm talking about the metal blade edger because I'm not really good with a string trimmer as far as edging sidewalks and curb lines and stuff like that, which is so important when you're doing lawns. I mean, that makes the lawn could really have a ton of weeds in it and stuff like that, but if you edge it and mow it decent, it's going to look really good, right? And clean it up. So there's that. And I was mentioning that to him, and he said, what are you talking about, the walk behind? And I said, yeah, I need a walk behind that you can, edge the curb line. And he said, I can make you one of those for $130. I'm like, you can make one? So he said, yeah, I can make you one. I'm like, okay. So $130, I could probably go ahead and get a good start out edger, metal blade edger, which is a good thing. So what are we at, about $280 right now? And then the weed eater. And the weed eater is going to be important. And in discussing the weed eater with him, we talked about different kinds and brands and stuff like that. And again, I guess it's early enough in the season, he doesn't really have a whole lot to choose from in there. But he recommended that I buy Steel or Echo brand name, and you're probably looking at about $300 brand new. And he recommended, and I concur with him, to get brand new. And I want the kind that has the speed feed head on it, where you just feed the line through and you twist it back on itself. It's called a speed feed. You can tell I'm Mr. Expert. I don't know shit. Sorry, I don't know anything about them. But anyway, I want to get that. So what was I at? 280. So we'll just round it to, let's just say $600. Okay, and that's just for the blower, the weed eater, and the edger. So right there we're at 600. And honestly, guys, that number is not unreachable as long as I'm willing to work for it. The goal here, keep in mind, is always going to be to not take out loans to get what I need to have done. Okay, as much of the money as I can put into it, I want to do that, because I don't want to be debt heavy going into this, especially with no customers yet. Right now, I'll talk about marketing at a different time, and I've got some ins there because my wife happens to work for a marketing company. So there's some good things going on there as well. But anyway, marketing's a different video. We're just talking about equipment startup costs right now. So $600, and that includes the edger, that includes the weed eater, and that includes the blower. That's right around now. I maybe get away for less than that, depending on if I can catch a sale, stuff like that. I haven't really shopped them out. By the way, we're going shopping for that stuff in another video too, because obviously I need to buy the equipment so I can get started. And even though the weather is pretty crappy right now and we're still technically in winter, I want to be able to get some flyers out there and get this thing rolling to get some business going in the spring, so I can work it all summer and start getting my name out there. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So that would start me out. And I have gas cans at home and stuff like that. But here's the other issue. If you're mowing yards with a 21-inch mower, a regular self-propelled mower, it's got a bagger on the back and it does have a mulch blade and stuff like that. That's all well and good, but it's going to take you a little bit longer. When I was discussing this with my nephew, they have commercial grade walk behinds, which are, self-propelled, but you walk behind them. They're not the zero turn type mower, which I would really like to get, but there's a bigger blade. I think he said a 32 or a 36, and you want to be careful because you don't want them so wide that you can't get through somebody's back gate. But anyway, he said that they work with a landscaping company that they acquired this walk behind. It's a Toro. I believe he said 36-inch double blade cutter that he says he still has to go through, but he could make it available for sale for me for about $800. So down the road, that would be something I definitely would look into, because it would make my job easier and get the cuts done a lot quicker. So therefore I could do more business, right? So keep that in mind. That's at $800 that's floating out there, and that's a good price, especially if this mower has nothing wrong with it. Then, and beggars can't really be choosers. And right now I'm kind of in beggar mode because I'm just getting started, as I've probably said 5,000 times. And then we talk about trailers and hitches, and I decided that instead of buying a new pickup truck or selling this vehicle to get a pickup truck and stuff like that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a hitch put on the back of my wife's car. She has a 2010 Kia Sorento. It's got high miles on it anyway, but we're going to go ahead and do that, get a hitch put on and buy a trailer. So that I don't know about yet, but obviously if I get that big mower, then I'm going to need a trailer to throw everything into, right? So that's some startup costs. Man, guys, and can I just say that it is awesome today. I am getting back-to-back orders. I haven't even had time to check my money to see where I'm at, but I'm like on my 4th run already. I am so glad I made it out this morning. And you're going to see a lot of this because I'm going to need a lot of money. Well, not a lot of money, but you know what I mean. Keeping in mind with, and guys, I just think it's smart to do startup costs as low as possible and not to go into any kind of, huge amount of debt to get started with this. Because if you think about it, to be honest with you, with that basic equipment that I just laid out for you guys, even without the trailer and stuff like that, my wife's got her vehicle's a hatchback. I can throw the mower in the back there and get started, right? And I've got to work on pricing, and there's just tons of things to work on, but I'll be taking you guys along for every step of the way to see how Not Timmy 66 can do with this. But anyway, this is the start of it, and I'm highly encouraged that I am not going far for my deliveries, and I am actually staying pretty dang busy. It's lunchtime, so that's always a good thing. Sorry, I had a car that was trying to race up on me. Don't you know I'm trying to turn? What's wrong with you? But yeah, it's staying busy, which is cool. Really cool. Man, guys, as a side note, let me just tell you something. I don't know if you want to pick up at IHOP. I spent almost 10 minutes waiting on this freaking order. Ridiculous. I mean, I realize IHOP's busy. I get that. But come on, man. I could see the person that was working on the order back there chit-chatting with his buddy instead of doing what he's supposed to do, man. Really sucked. So, while we're on our way to drop off this IHOP food, let's get into the next topic. Now, some of you guys, I had several comments in regards to doing the lawn care service, and like I'd said before, I'd asked for advice on starting my own business and stuff like that, and you guys have always been really supportive and good, so don't take this wrong any way, shape, or form, because I'm not trying to be a jerk about anything at all. But there's been several comments in regards to it would be good for the channel, and it's not that I take issue with it being good to the channel. I just kind of want to basically state what the philosophy of my channel's been. It's always been about just kind of being involved in my life and following Not Timmy 66's adventures, no matter where they lead. And this, guys, is going to be a big one. And if it's good for the channel, then great, man. But my channel's about community. Yeah, I want to grow the channel. Yeah, I'd like to, be able to buy some new camera equipment and be able to get some really cool things for the channel and keep it going. But the overall thing is kind of to share my philosophy on life and to share my life with you guys, right? So if the content leads to more views and stuff like that, then great, man. That's awesome. But that's not why I'm starting the business. I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. I'm not gonna lie. I'm nervous about this because with anything new, there's risk, and you're talking to somebody that doesn't, I mean, I've done research, so I kind of know what I'm talking about, and I know how to mow a yard, but there's a lot more involved to it than that. And it makes me nervous because I know there's a lot of established companies out there and stuff like that. So I'm kind of I'm dipping my toe into a very vast ocean of people that already know what the heck they're doing, right? So yeah, I think it will make for good content, but I just want to be kind of clear that the decision to do this wasn't like, oh, well, I'll start my own business and then that'll create content and I'll get a whole bunch of new subscribers. That was not the case. Just so I'm clear on that. And guys, I'll do my best to make sure that I show you every step of the way with the business and how it's going to go and how it's going for me. And I'll definitely always give you a good, honest look at what it's like to try to start a business. And I think that will make for some good content, and I'm happy and I'm excited about that. But that's not, I just wanted to get across that that's not the main reason I'm doing this. This is something that's been a dream of mine for a long time, and to be real honest with you, I've been pretty scared to do it. It's scary to take that leap. It's scary to jump out there and be your own boss and do things on your own. It's much, much easier to just go ahead and get that great job with the great benefits and, you know, just kind of tuck away there. But there's something about the I can't say it, working for yourself, that has always seemed better to me. So there's that. But anyway, we're out here making money. This one was a little bit under my rule, but I needed to get to a different part of town, so I'm kind of taking this one, which is going to get me south, which is where I wanted to be. It was kind of taking me northeast, and I didn't want to be there. Weather today is starting to rain a little bit. It's supposed to be kind of crappy, so hopefully that means the orders will continue to keep coming in. But we're almost up to our, I guess, third or fourth delivery of the day. I haven't even been paying attention. So yeah, we're moving right along, guys. Well, as it would be my luck, we're rolling along. It is now 1:30 exactly. And I noticed this little red light coming up on my dash. My oil light's coming on. I'm like, my oil light? So then I get to looking, and I'm like way overdue. So I called the shop that I have serviced my vehicle. It's really close to my house, and they said if I can get it in there in the next half hour or so, they can get it done today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get an oil change done, and we're looking at another $60 at least, but it needs to be done. So got to keep the beast rolling and rolling properly so that I don't create any engine problems or anything like that. You know, always maintain your equipment, right? So I shut off Uber for now. I'll be back out again tonight, doing some more, and then hitting it again tomorrow. Hopefully make up the difference and actually make some headway. But, you know, and let me clarify too by what I was saying. When I said I had like 15 in my wallet, I meant my electronic wallet, not in my bank account. Like, obviously I have more than that. But so that kind of helped, and I just transferred the money over that I've earned so far. Just give you guys an update. Probably $45 so far, and I've been out for 2.5 hours, so not bad. You know, $20 an hour, right in there. And I'm gonna take the time to go get this vehicle serviced real quick. And yeah, there's always something going on, isn't there? Life can't be 100% perfect, can it? I don't think it can, at least not for me anyway. Well, guys, as I promised, I'm trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter. I noticed the one yesterday was like 25 minutes, so, and y'all watched it, so I appreciate that. But I know that not everybody has 25 minutes every single time to watch a video, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off. Go ahead and wrap it up for today. I'm heading home. Just so you guys know, I did get the oil changed in it, and it's using oil for some reason. My vehicle is like, so I have to check it like every 2,000 miles because, anyway, long story short, I ended up spending $60 I really didn't want to spend, but it had to be done. Got to keep the vehicle tuned up and rolling, as I said. But I want to thank everybody very much for watching Not Timmy 66 today. I appreciate everybody's time. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed. I think we're at 376 subscribers now, so we're getting there. Don't forget, there is the 500 subscriber giveaway coming. And we got some merch in the works as well. And hey, you guys got any really cool lawn mowing company or lawn service company ideas for names? Throw them at me, because I'm still thinking about that. Everybody take care. Everybody have a wonderful day. Keep in mind that no matter what you do in life, always, always, always make it count. Sorry, I was just honking at my kids. They're walking over there by the school. Love y'all. Love you guys watching my channel. Everybody take care. Have a wonderful day. Not Timmy 66. Mr. Distracted is out for now.